A very good afternoon to you, Tracy, and just handing over to you now to pick up on this topic that Salil was mentioned about the fact that recruiters are actually actively using LinkedIn to search for people like you who have skills that you potentially can offer them. And so, Tracy, my question to you is you sort of introduce yourself and say, how's it to everybody as a regular guest on the show? In your perspective, is LinkedIn still relevant and is it still used by recruiters? And as a recruiter yourself, with many years of experience of looking for professionals in the workplace, what are recruiters doing more of or less of on LinkedIn? And in the context of that, how can people use LinkedIn, as Salil says, to actually get found by recruiters? Tracy, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's a subject, as you know, I've been asking that we talk about because it's just that powerful. And it's interesting, my exposure, Pete, to LinkedIn has been from when I was within a corporate and we were starting to use LinkedIn a little more, to sometimes cut recruitment costs, etc., to do more direct recruitment. So I experienced it then. And now, as a career coach, I'm seeing how I use LinkedIn to coach my clients on finding jobs and leading and reaching out and creating networks and so on. So it's got such a breadth of experience. It's got such a breadth of offerings and benefits. I took a long time to buy into the whole LinkedIn thing. I think I only went on to LinkedIn about 3 years ago. But and it's quite honestly, I think I resisted it because you get stuck in the old ways of doing things and you was going to become this sort of digitized and non-personal kind of engagement. But these days, I can tell you that I'm on LinkedIn every single day, whether it's for somebody who's looking for a candidate and I'm helping them to search. Otherwise, it was for sharing my insights or resharing, posts by other people that I think people would find interesting. Whether it's researching people prepare for an interview, I go into LinkedIn and I say, "Come, let's go look at their backgrounds. You go see the background. You can go into the interview so much better prepared." So for me, it's so much further from what it was originally, where it was just everyone puts their CVs on LinkedIn and recruiters find it there. Now it really is an interactive net. It's like a cocktail party on screen. And the other thing that I've noticed is that I think CVs are eventually going to be phased out. I think our CVs need to be our LinkedIn profiles. They're so much more dynamic and they're so much more interactive. And to the point that now when people we have our regular resumes, I even say have a hyperlink on that resume to your LinkedIn profile.